Should I put like gaudy earrings on, guys? Like really long, like big, like plastic, like red hoops or something, or like pineapples that I got off of Etsy from like this like handmade girl. Like, oh my God, I got these like handmade pineapples. I got these handmade donuts, you know what I mean, from Etsy because I just like love to be like quirky and like I get like big, like quirky earrings from like Etsy. Um, this is like such a this is like so wrinkled. It's like so wrinkled. I watched a interview of Hayden the other day, like from a long time ago, and his blazer was like so super wrinkled in the interview. And then I got this out of my storage, and it was wrinkled. And I was like, I'm gonna wear that to support Hayden's wrinkled blazer. I mean, what's going on there? You know what I mean? Very wrinkled, so you can see it. Oh my God, look at it! It's disgusting. It's wrinkled. The girls are having a panic attack over my wrinkled thing. I just had a panic attack because I can't really find my dog's clothes and I don't know where they are. And just like looking through my stuff is giving me a panic attack because I'm the royal princess and I shouldn't be having to do this stuff. And it's already giving me a panic attack to look at my stuff. So, just a warning to humanity. Just even looking at my stuff is giving me a freaking panic attack. How much does the postal service mean, you know, if the whole neighborhood doesn't exist anymore? Where's the postal service going to deliver mail to if the whole neighborhood doesn't even exist anymore? Y'all want to say what's my will and what's against my will without asking me directly, and then I have to figure it out. I have to sit there and figure it out. Is this against my will? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but why don't you give me a briefing as to why you think this is against my will? And then, we'll go over it line by line. But just saying this is against Alyssa's will is like not really answering me because I don't know if it's against my will or not because I haven't gotten the details. More information needed, you know? So, like, don't talk for me. Don't speak for me. Don't be speaking for me, y'all. Okay? We didn't hear that. Anyway, this is my kawaii strawberry milk. This says vagina stinks. It's in code called Japanese. It's saying it says eat dick. I'll call it autism when I just speak freely. She has autism now. Don't be too disturbed by the way my sister speaks because she has the tism. She has a touch of the tism. This is just like this is the way I speak. It's called comedy. It's called stand up comedian. Is it called tism or is it called stand up comedian? Make $1,000,000. Which one is it for me? For Alyssa, it's called the tism. It's called a touch of the tism. But for Chappelle show, it's called stand up comedian make $1,000,000. I don't know what the difference is really. F yo couch. F yo couch. I don't see the difference really in saying what my shirt says and Chappelle show. Okay, what's the difference? Why is it for me is a tism, a touch of the tism, but why is it for famous comedians is I'm a famous comedian make $1,000,000? What's the difference? Why is it touch of the tism for me and make $1 million for you? Is that gonna make me angry? I'm pretty sure that would be called living at will, Liz, and you know that's illegal for you. That's what I mean. That's legal for me. That's the way this game's supposed to be played. I don't like the way my bangs look right now, though. I don't like how neat this is, but I usually want to do like a looser braid, but it's a little bit better. But anyway, that's kind of my point. Why is it $1 million for you and touch of the tism for me? Why is that? I'm pretty sure it should be $1 million for me, touch of the tism for you. Why doesn't he make Chappelle's Show anymore? Why did he run off to Africa and start a farm? I have no idea. I got no clue. Okay. I think it's make $1 million for me, touch of the tism for you, and I think that's what you need to say out of your mouth. I shouldn't have to beg my dad to propose to me. Not that I did. I mean, he was doing it. He was doing it before for a few years because he felt it coming. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm not allowed to be a famous comedian, right? They just said it. I'm not allowed to live at will. They're going to start treating me like a royal queen. I don't know. I think I am a royal queen. Chappelle Show. I had my second donut of the day. I had the buttercream with chocolate frosted buttercream. It was pretty good. She's gonna win. Oh, she's gonna win. Colin said, I think I own an apartment in New York. I should just give it to you, let you live at will. What? That is not my will. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my will for my father to just give me his apartment in New York. That's not my will. You know what I mean? I'm funny. I should get paid $1 million for all those jokes I told last year. I made y'all laugh out of your seat. Probably more than 1 million, but you know what I mean. Millions of dollars. Okay. I'm saying I made y'all laugh out of your seat, fall out of your seat laughing. Where's my credit? Where's my credit card? Why am I worried about my credit score? Why am I saying I don't have enough resources? Why am I worried about where I'm going to be in come April? If I'm the funniest thing on earth, that made you laugh out of your seat, gave you a free concert. I gave you a free comedy hour, 300 comedy hours out of nowhere. Why am I worried about monetary things? What are we going to say, Liz? We're listening over walls? I'm pretty sure that that would help us to avoid the apocalypse. Don't we look like we got a duck of lips, apocalypse, a pack of lips? We got a pack of lips, okay? You want to avoid the pack of lips. I mean, we are kind of a pack of lips, you know? They'll kind of, mine stick out once in a while, right? You don't want mine to stick out. That means it's done. But you know what I mean? Like they all have the kind of same duck face. All my daddies, they kind of all have the same duck face. Okay, they're all doing the duck face right now, but y'all fell on the floor laughing last year You know, I hate that. Chappelle's got a fucking farm in Africa. Look what I have. Okay, that makes me angry because I'm that funny. I am that funny. Where's my sponsorship? You know what I mean? I can't have like a comedy. Oh, I'm like a comedy scout. I was scouting you, listen, and I watched your shows and I thought they were hilarious, and I want to give you $1 million for this content right here. You know what I mean? There's lots of ways to do that. There's lots of ways to do this. You don't gotta just sit on your ass and say I'm listening over walls. You ain't that stupid. I'm a comedy scout. It's my job to look on YouTube for new content, for new creators. So that's how I found you. How hard is it for me to think of that? It took 2 minutes for me to think of that. I'm saying, like, while I don't want to live in my dad's apartment at will, you know, and like he has to like run away from me because we got, you know, brown hair, green eyed women trying to split us up. He said, okay, so I was watching his interview last night. It was a different interview than the one where he was hitting on me, I think, but it was the same for the same movie, In Bruges. Which, what the fuck does that even mean, In Bruges? I mean, it sounds very pretty, but In Bruges. So, seriously, what are we doing, It's kind of warm. Oh, all overnight. Okay, remember I told y'all like it just got like super cold in my bedroom, like out of nowhere. It got like freezing cold. And all of a sudden, last night got warm again. Okay, it might be something that, but why would he turn it up so that it's like super warm, is what I'm saying. Like, when you're sick, don't you want it warm in the room? You don't want it freezing cold when you're sick in the room, right? Because that makes you like sicker. You want it like warm. So like, why would you turn off if there's like a upstairs downstairs setting? I don't know. I think he said something about that or whatever. Like, but I don't really know what it is, or if it's like a setting downstairs that he does or whatever. But I woke up this morning and it was like super warm, like really really warm, and I was like, why is it warm all of a sudden? It is all an overlay list. You know what? I think I heard that, but when it correlates to somebody physically touching buttons, it's a little bit harder to believe ourselves. But we do know it's all an overlay. But I see my sister's point that if it's correlating with somebody physically touching something and physically changing the dial, then like it does like signify a temperature change, but like that's it. Like it was freezing, and like why would you make it freezing when you're sick? Like that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Right? Anyway, it woke up and I slept really. I usually don't sleep well when it's very warm either, and I slept super well last night. My body finally gave up, and I wasn't being ripped to shreds. Remember, I said I feel like I'm being ripped to shreds every night. My body finally gave up, and I didn't feel like I was being ripped to shreds last night. And I finally had like a good night's sleep, and it was like super warm when I woke up. And I was like, that's weird. Like, how come it just gets like super warm and then super cold out of nowhere? That's sad, isn't it? So, okay. See, I have a lot to talk about. I couldn't talk about it this morning. Anyway, let me talk about my dad's interviews. So, my dad's interviews, I was watching another one of his interviews of In Bruges, and he was like, I just got engaged. I should be like he said this telepathically, obviously. He said, I just got engaged. I should be like this. But instead, I'm like this. Like this. He did that. And he said it telepathically, but he made like those head movements out loud in his physical body. And that is one of our jokes. And maybe you guys know it, maybe you don't, but it's a meme from Sex and the City. And they're like, I'm like, how tough is it? Why do y'all have to ask me a million times a year? Why does the family soul have to ask me a million times a year why my husband sleeps on the goddamn couch? Why does he eat separately from me? Why does he go out with the boys and spend all weekend with the boys? Like, you're not the only woman in the world asking me that. And this is a nationwide crisis is what I'm trying to say. And I already told y'all the answer a million times. The answer is give me over to Hayden Christensen and your husband won't sleep on the couch anymore. Okay? That wasn't enough for you, so now it's Colin. But that's your answer. Okay? And y'all don't seem to get that. And I already forgot why I was saying that. But what was I saying about the family soul? Oh, it's a meme. Okay, because of what Colin said. That's a meme from Sex and the City, and it's always what I think of when somebody asks me why does my husband sleep on the couch? I always think of that scene from Sex and the City where they're Carrie's complaining about her relationship again to Samantha, and Samantha's like, "This is how you can tell you're in a good relationship. You're like this, and not like this." That's how you can tell, okay? It's really that easy, right? And I always think of that meme. And then Colin acted out that meme in his interview, which was a couple years ago. And I watched it and I was like, I am my dad. And I started like freaking out a little bit. I'm like, I am my dad. Oh my God, I'm my dad. And I was like, we're mirroring each other. We're mirroring each other. Oh my God, because mirroring each other can get really intense. It's like, what's the big deal? We're mirroring each other, but no, it can get like it got so intense when Ryan and I mirrored each other. It got like so intense. Isabel Green laughs about it to this day. Okay, when Alyssa and Ryan were mirroring each other for approximately 2 years. Okay. Does she feel peace yet? Does she feel peace yet? Is there a ring on my finger? No, there's not. There is one ring on my finger, and I love this ring, but technically, for human standards, it's like it's my grandparents' ring. It's my heirloom. It's just a family heirloom at this point. Okay, in 3D. Is she feeling peace yet? No. The answer is no. Okay, I just had a panic attack looking at my stuff upstairs because I'm being ignored in my own video game. And y'all can't say we don't ignore you anymore because you clearly do. That's another one that y'all used to say to me that y'all don't say to me anymore. Alyssa, we do not ignore you because you clearly do. I was ignored for an entire year. Except for like a little bit of like, certain people, but I don't feel like I have to talk about that. Like, why do I got to be specific like to fucking general population? Clearly you ignore me. Clearly. this pretty, you know what I mean? This pretty, like, you can't say that anymore. Lucy, we're not ignoring you. We're not leaving you on red. Alyssa, you do. Excuse me. You ignore me and you leave me on red. And you're all like, well, you're going to do the same thing you did with Ryan, with Colin. So are you calming down yet? No, bitch. Because I already know I'm God and I already know I'm the royal princess and I already know I should be in my castle today. So why the fuck? Do you understand? I don't need to do the same thing again. Do you understand that? You don't understand that because you're just like, oh, is she calming down yet? Is she realizing what's going to happen? No, because we already did that. I don't need to follow your parameters in my video game. That's what is driving us literally crazy. Like literally driving us fucking crazy. I don't need to discover myself anymore. Colin Farrell knows exactly who the fuck I am. Okay, so we don't need to play mirror weird alien game. We don't need to play that game. We don't need to play that game, and y'all keep saying yes we do. No we don't because it's my video game. Is she calming down yet? Why? Because I have to play mirror again with somebody I'm already married to. Is it my will to do that again? No, it's not. It's some weird conglomerate's will. It's not my will. I'm telling you specifically what my will is. My will is to give me over to my father, Mr. Colin Farrell, today, okay, in the physicality. Somebody call me or email me. I don't check my email or whatever, but I don't want to check my email. Like, I'm just saying, like, say, you know what, you put Alyssa in her castle today. That is the only correct answer at this point. Because y'all know who the fuck I am already. And like saying like we gotta play all these like stupid fucking games or whatever to fit in with ourselves is driving us insane. It's driving us insane. Literally. It's literally that's driving me insane. Like, okay, I was like, wow. Do you know what I said when that happened? I was like, oh my god, we're about to play mirror again. That doesn't make me calm down. That makes me have a panic attack that I'm about to play mirror again with somebody I'm already married to, and I know that by now. And I'm about to play Weird Alien, and Weird Alien is not fun to play for any of us. It's when we say out of line things like if Colin proposed to me, I say no, I don't know this man. This is a very weird out of line thing, and it makes us laugh and we think it's funny and stuff. But we're doing that to protect somebody because y'all want to play these weird fucked up alien games that we don't want to play. We don't want to play weird fucked up alien. We don't want to play Circus Tent. We don't want to play Contact. We already told you what we want to play. Royal Court. Royal Alyssa Court. Look who the fuck is in charge of Royal Court on YouTube. Is it Real Princess? Is she even funny? She's not even funny. So anyway, um, it's crazy. I had to sit in my bed all day and ignore the internet after Colin proposed to me because I wanted to feel like this for a day. Just for one day, I had to sit in my bed and ignore all of y'all so I could feel like this. I'm engaged. I'm happy. Because I had to learn my lesson from when Tim did it over the internet and how I was happy for 2 seconds before y'all attacked me and Tim. So y'all aren't learning your lesson. And it's crazy to us. It's crazy. And if y'all think we want to play mirror again, you're wrong. Oh, but there's a rainbow. There's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow or whatever like that. Doesn't that make her feel safer or whatever? You are listening to me right now. And it is your job to take care of the princess, and that would mean to fulfill her will. And when you fulfill her will, you have a better life. If you don't fulfill your will, you have a worser life. It's that hard to understand. Anyway, so I was looking in I'm just very upset about that. I think I could probably talk about that for an hour or an hour and a half. Oh, look at my dad's ear. Oh, look, I have a bunch of this, and then I want to talk about the wall. Look at my dad's ear in this picture. Y'all see how pointy it is? That is a lower elf aka that is also a vampire. Did you see my teeth just then? I'm also a vampire. But look at that guy. That's a vampire elf. Look at his ear, y'all. Look at his ear. It's sharp. His ear is sharp. Look at my ear. I don't have a sharp ear. Okay. This is what I wanted to show you too. Okay, this is the sky during the day. This is the sky during the day. It looks kind of like ephemeral, but it looks pretty normal. When I look at it through my phone, it looks like very normal sky. That's normal sky during the day. Today's a little wider, but this is normal blue sky. Okay. And then this is the sky last night. Look at how white that sky is. I took a picture of it because it was like bright orange and bright purple last night. And they were like, can you take a picture of it and show us? So I did. It looked like bright orange and bright purple at the same time, which is kind of weird because how do you do bright orange and bright purple at the same time? But it was. And so I tried to take a picture of it for you, but it looks white. It looks like white. It looked like daytime. Kind of looks, you can't really tell, but it looks like daytime at night. Here's one of the, there's a drone or an orb. I took a picture of it for y'all. There's another one. So, okay, so the wall. Remember I was saying how like they were like look in the wall and see if there's consciousness in the wall like in the movie Mother. And so I did and I saw space. I saw like like space bubbles kind of basically is what I saw. It didn't look like flesh or human flesh like it does in Mother. It looked like orange space, orange energy. And anyway, so they were like, so I had to initiate the wall because I had a panic attack about it. And they were like, initiate the wall, Lisa. We're going to need it. And it's like, okay. So I initiated it because it gave me a panic attack. And we have to listen to ourselves, okay? Otherwise, the panic attack will get way worse. And Colin already said that like a million times. So they were like, can you look at the wall again and see if it's changed? And I looked and I was like, there's nothing there. And then I saw like blue and yellow energy. Again, like you would say that's green, but it's not. It was like blue and yellow energy. It looked like the source, which would be me. And it looked like all these black demons, like black shadow or like shadow demons. It just looked like black energy, like the color black, or what I would call demons or shadow or succubus energy. And they were all going for the source blue, yellow, electric energy ball. And all of these like black shadow demon succubuses were like going up to it. And I was like, I don't think that's good. I was like, I don't know what that means exactly, but I don't think that's good. So we'll see what happens, but it definitely changed things and I wanted to talk about it because it's definitely changing. The consciousness in the walls is definitely changing. And what else? Pouring everywhere, y'all. Pouring everywhere. I keep getting glimpses of pouring everywhere. Here it comes. you know, because y'all ain't listening to the princess. Colin doesn't have any pride, right? So, yeah. We probably told you to stop hitting on me a really long time ago, and y'all still don't listen to me. Just give me to my owner. Is she calming down yet? Because we're going to play mirror again? No. And didn't they say we can't do that again? Didn't they already say that we can't do that again? Because the game has advanced, and we are certain that y'all know who the fuck I am now. So we can't go through the same. That's why y'all don't say like we're not ignoring you anymore. That's why you don't say like half of the things you say anymore, because we debunked all of those sentences. That's why y'all don't say those sentences to me anymore, because we debunked them. So therefore you can't play out the same game, because we debunked all that. I already know who my husband is, so therefore I don't need to play mirror weird alien with him. I hope that makes sense for y'all's sake.